love it though. I love every bit of it. This clock. I love how my car has like a clock, but it has like other functions too, not just a clock.
And this, yeah, this literally, it's just
a clock. And it's set
just
to
a
that
clock.
time.
It's a dial clock.
Yeah, it's always
set to whatever time. It doesn't move. It's not working.
It doesn't move. But I love how I set it one time.
Yeah, you can adjust it.
You can wind it like that. That's funny.
Yeah, but it's quite the vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, like people ask me, like, you know, Robert, do you have like this or this, like, you know, if you have like,
do you have like a clicker to like unlock the car?
Yeah, stuff like that. And it's like, okay, all I tell them is, okay, take any luxury you think you can have in a car, like any nice add-on. I don't have it.
You know, I mean, my car's really freaking old, but like at least I have like mirrors that pull down and like sun blockers, you know?
Yeah, no, with this one, it's like, I mean, we got a new speaker in, you know, we're trying to get some, or a new, like a new stereo system. We're trying to get new speakers and whatnot. But other than that, I mean, like, it's pretty good old-fashioned, just like metal and gear and oil, you know, like it's just sheer machinery. That's what's beautiful about it.
Yeah, it's probably getting the right lane. Like, is this right?
Yeah.
I got that right.
Got the right lane.
Got right that way.
Yeah.
I mean, no, when I look at, there's another kid at school who has like a Thunderbird, a 60s Thunderbird, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny, I park like right next to him every day, and I see that he always has at least one mirror just missing. Like, it's just off, but it's not that he lost it, it's just in his car, like it's on the passenger seat.
Yeah, Tommy. Well, I mean, that's the thing about having these old cars is that, you know, you like, there's going to be times when it's just not going to work in your favor. Like, there's going to be times when you're just like rolling down the window and all right before, you know, shooting an episode of, you know, of this show, and then all of a sudden, you know, the little handle for the window pops off. And, hey,
yeah, it just happened.
It just happens, you know. I mean,
but this car, I mean, you got this like side window that's like little air conditioning. You can describe it.
Oh yeah, like automatic. You have a little automatic, like, I mean, not automatic. I'm just saying
manual air conditioning.
You see, one of the beautiful things is there's that kid back there who just passed by, and literally, like, what's so fun about driving this
is jaw drop.
Is that that kid was literally turning as I drove by. Like, there are two demographics of people who really love this car. Little kids, and like, I mean, not to be offensive, but like, you know, like people in the Hispanic community, because they just, I don't know what it is, but they just have a really, like, you know, great appreciation of cars.
Or there's some nostalgia factor to it, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just,
I mean, not for the little kids, but for like, you know, also people of the older generation. You know?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely people like older people, because I mean, the great thing about this car is that there is it used to be a taxi cab. It used to be like the taxi cab in New York.
It's a checker taxi.
Yeah, it's a checker cab. This is a 1970 checker cab, and and so, you know, you always, and there have been people who have should I go straight?
Pick right. That was right.
Yeah, but there's but you know, there. Okay, here we go.
Squeeze in here.
Yeah, squeeze on in here.
This is a big car, you know, making turns a little harder.
It is quite a large vehicle.
Yeah.
But there's you know, there are people who've owned checkers, and whenever they see someone else who owns a checker, they're like, oh, I have one of these, or I used to have a job with one. Like George, the guy at the freshman campus in the locker room. Yeah. He said, he was like, oh, you have a checker cab. Oh, I used to drive one of those. And one guy, I was at Homer's Ice Cream, the guy comes in like, who's the owner of the checker cab outside? And he's like, I was like, oh, I am. He's like, you know, I used to own a checker cab back in my day. And it was, you know, I used to have the the furry carpeting on the floor, and his wife was like, and on the ceiling. And he's like, okay, well, it was the 70s. But
you're gonna want to get this turn lane to the left, the next block.
All right, and then
well, I love, like, whenever like I'm driving around Winnetka or the Nostra area, and I see your car, I just know it's you. It's like, yeah, that's Robert. That's
Robert. Why. Yeah, it's why it's so weird to be driving around like in my mom's Buick, because like whenever I see anybody I know, I'm so used to them being like, hey, Robert, because then like, or like, hey, nice car, because then like, you know, I'm driving and I'm like, why are people turning? Like, it's weird. Not that it's egotistical, but it's just kind of weird because you're so used to it. You know?
I get it now.
And so like why didn't they say hi to me? You know, they just saw me. It's like,
not as visible. You feel like invisible in the Buick.
Yeah, you feel kind of invisible, and like, I mean, like, you know, you feel normal. I'm never normal.
Take a right at the stop sign, and then we're at our destination.
All right. I'm a 6'2" guy with an afro who is extremely loud.
Yeah.
So I've never really known what it's like to be completely normal.
I get it, yeah.
But that's in the best way possible.
I'd rather, I don't want to be normal now.
Yeah, who wants to be normal?
Alright, so this is my house. That was relatively short. That was about 6 minutes and 48 seconds, I think, right? That's what you guys got? Okay.